What's up, gamers? Matt here with That's Fair Podcasting. Now, we all knew that Rockstar and GTA were going to set the price of this game a little higher than most games. We knew about this from far back. Although in reality, the prices that they're asking for aren't really that much higher than we are used to. Now, Rockstar has crushed it on these pre-sales, as we knew they would. I believe, what was it, in a 24-hour period, they hit like 40 million copies sold. But it's something much deeper that has a lot of gamers showing a lot of concern, which I will get into. Stay tuned. Aside from many gamers worried that Rockstar and Take-Two are setting a new precedence in the video game industry as far as game pricing, there's also another area to be a little bit concerned with that I've noticed. I've done some research on, watching videos, looking into it, and that's the developers behind this latest Grand Theft Auto 6. But if you are new here, please feel free to subscribe to my channel, That's Fair Podcasting. Please like my video, help me in that algorithm. And if you don't do any of those and you just watch this video on what I think is GTA 6, thanks for sticking with me. I sincerely appreciate it. Now, gamers are now showing great concern with Rockstar and Take-Two. A lot of YouTube creators and content creators that I follow are showing a lot of concern with those two studios now setting the bar higher in the video game industry and probably causing prices to raise all around the video game spectrum. Is that legit or not? That's the question. But also another concern arising is the fact that it's the developers behind GTA 6 are a whole new group of developers, and they're the ones that we've had to watch out for about the past 4 or 5 years. Let's start with the automatic that we know. The cultural auto intake crowd, which means no matter what, you're gonna have your faithfuls of Rockstar and GTA, they're gonna order this game. They're gonna pre-order it, it doesn't matter. Now, as you know, we've had 2 editions come out, which I'll get into that. But again, you're gonna have your cultural auto intake crowd that are literally gonna order this game no matter what. Now, I don't normally do pre-orders. I firmly disagree with it. I believe firmly that you should never pre-order a game unless you know for sure. It's not like we've really seen a lot of gameplay, if any really, for this game. But having said that, we do know that it's going to break records beyond belief. I'm fairly certain they're damn close, if they haven't already, of making their money back. Just given the state of it. It is, as recording this video, it is 9:35 at night, and it is the 26th of June on a Friday. So we know when it came out. I'm a victim of the pre-order. I of course pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition, and but anyway, I'm not so much part of the cultural auto intake crowd, but what I am a part of is someone who is really hoping for a great game. Now, there are serious concerns. Let's start with the physical copies. We know that there are no discs. The physical copy is actually going to be, you'll get, I guess, the case with a download code. And that right there, let's, halt right there. That makes people already scratch their heads. I have a downloaded copy of GTA 5. I have the digital copy on my PS5, and I have a hard copy of the disc on the Xbox Series X for the 5th one. And, for some reason, me and my friend, Luke, we decided we'd get them pretty much on both consoles. But having done that, there is no physical copy. Now, that's not to say, expect physical discs to be released after the game itself actually releases, and that's because of leaks. As you know, Rockstar's always had the concern of leaks. There's been leaks in the past. You always have these people when it comes to Rockstar and the GTAs that they're always trying to get these leaks out. They're trying to get these clicks, whatever you want. And I think that by releasing the physical disc after the game releases, it will halt the ability to actually leak the game before the actual release time, because as you know, digital copies will not do that. It's next to impossible to leak it, because you aren't gonna have access to that game until November of the day it drops. So again, physical copies, you have a running the risk of discs being shipped early, people getting the games and able to download it and leak it. And in that regard, I kind of understand. I want to talk about the pricing now. We do know that there are pre-orderable editions. We know that you have the base game at $79.99 and you have the Ultimate Edition at $99.99. Now, of course, I want the full GTA experience. Again, I sit here and I'm being hypocritical. I've told people not to pre-order. I firmly don't believe in it. I've only pre-ordered Blood of Dawnwalker because I trust Rebel Wolves with that game coming out. But who am I to tell you what to do? I would never do that. But I will say this, if I'm going to preach about a game, I'm gonna play the game. I'm gonna pre-order it regardless. Play it so I can give my 2 cents without being completely hypocritical. But the things that I don't really care for, I'm kind of in agreement with some of the larger content creators, like the Asmongold's, the Veridarks, and the Hypnotics, and those guys, you know, you shouldn't hide things behind a paywall. This is a double-edged sword to me, and here's why. I'm going to tell you why I agree with both sides of it. I do believe that it is fleecing gamers a lot more. I also know that there's going to be an online pay eventually when the online comes out. I think it could be up to, what, $7.99 a month just to be able to play it online. Rockstar is going to do everything they can to get the maximum amount because they know damn well that the gamers are going to purchase this game regardless. I mean, look, the massive sales that they generated in the first 24 hours when it was open for pre-order is insane. It is completely insane, and understandably so. It's a game I am looking forward to, but it's a game that I'm very, very skeptical for. And the reason I'm skeptical for it is for many reasons. But again, to revert back to that, the $80 variation of the game is going to be an absolute waste of time. It's going to lock a bunch of different things behind a paywall that you will not get unless you drop the extra $20. We know this. I'm going to admit that I thought the prices of this game were going to be higher than they are. I'm going to be honest with you. I was expecting the standard edition to be around $99, and I was expecting maybe $120 for an Ultimate Edition. I mean, it seems like there's been other gaming studios in the past that have done worse. Ubisoft has tried in their own way to fleece people, and that has failed. Rockstar can do it because people are going to be there to purchase it. And I don't know the numbers, but you're probably, rough guess, you're probably looking at anywhere from 90 to 95% of the people did the Ultimate Edition because they don't want their shit locked behind a paywall. You want the full immersion of, you know, what is the name of the map? I think it's Leonidas. I'm drawing a blank on it. It's basically Florida. But yeah, you know, you're going to, I want the full immersion of the story. I want to get everything unlocked. Now, what there is in the Ultimate Edition, the Ultimate Edition's got, you know, aside from extra missions, you know, the 5 major add-ons are going to be what is called Ride Out Customs, which is basically it transforms and customizes your vehicle. There's going to be a salon that includes facial hair, makeup, and nails, you know, for your protagonist to use at any point in time. There's going to be a high-end clothing store for exclusive appearances for both of the protagonists, Jason and Lucia. There's also going to be a tattoo parlor with over 50 signature tats for both the protagonists, and a mod shop, which is going to largely focus on modifications of off-road vehicles and customizable paintable vehicle art. So, you know, a lot of that, I'm about vanity in a lot of ways. I'll be more for the physical appearances. I don't care much for the mod shops of off-road vehicles. But it's going to be a nice little add-on. I don't know how much of that's going to be given to the people that buy the standard edition. Ultimately, I think Rockstar and Take-Two know that regardless of who bought the standard edition, they're probably going to fork over the extra $20. It's a viable option for you after buying the standard that, yes, you can pay the $20 for the upgrade, obviously. Other add-ons are going to be vehicles. You're going to have like a 95 Grotti Cheetah and the 67 Vapid Dominator buggy. As well as weapons. It's going to be unique revolvers, personalized weapon variants, and there's also going to be Vice City themed outfits and hairstyles in addition to what the Ultimate Edition brings you. So yes, there's a lot of extra add-ons, as you know. Is it worth $20? Maybe. Maybe. Here's where I go against the grain of what most YouTubers say. To go back to the beginning of the video when I talked about, do I think it's going to set a precedence for other studios to try to fleece us for more money? It's a viable concern. I truly think it's a viable concern. However, with what's going on with Sony and especially Microsoft and Xbox, with the constant layoffs, the studio shutdowns, these studios can ill afford to try to get more money on slop that they're already making. So do I think in that regard it could set a precedence? No, just an opinion. But you have Ubisoft that's basically being controlled by Tencent. You have Bethesda with, what is it, ZeniMax, that is losing, most likely gonna see some layoffs in ZeniMax or whatever it is, that sublet studio for Bethesda. So don't be surprised if you see ZeniMax losing people. Only people that they're going to be retaining there for Microsoft are the ones working on the likes of Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5. So I don't think that these developing studios can necessarily afford it. I think that they may know their limitations. I understand a lot of the shit they pulled in the past, but a lot of cleanup is in the process of happening that I think could avoid these other studios actually trying to do what Rockstar and Take-Two are doing. Because let's be realistic, Rockstar and Take-Two can get away with it. They truly can. Now, on the flip side of, do I think that the $80 version should have everything in it that the $100 version is? Yes, I do. I truly do. But here's the flip side to that. If I'm a CEO of a major conglomerate like Rockstar, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Here comes incoming truth bomb, okay? If I can fleece you for more money knowing damn well you're going to pay for it, I'm going to do it. And you know what? So would you. I truly think that. There is no such thing, there's no honor among thieves. Let's put it that way. And the reason I say that is because, yes, in a lot of ways we're being fleeced. Are they stealing our money? No, not necessarily, because we're voluntarily paying for this. But having said that, I truly believe that if I'm in that position and I know that the majority is going to pay for it, the larger cultural auto intake crowd is going to pay for this, and I can get away with raising the bar, I'm going to do it. And again, I don't think it necessarily means the likes of a Ubisoft or a Bethesda are going to raise the bar, because, Bethesda takes, I don't know, a decade and a day plus another 100 years on top of that to get a game out. So it's not, it's not like these other studios, I think, can afford to do what GTA with Rockstar can do, because GTA 6 is, statistically speaking, the most anticipated and the most desired game to come out yet. And obviously, the proof is in the pre-sales. Now, here's where I have a problem with what we could be facing when it comes to the likes of Grand Theft Auto 6. Let's talk about the devs. A couple of pictures are going to come up. The first image is the original devs that we've had from the other older rock stars, from like San Andreas on to GTA 5. Things like that, Vice City, GTA 4 Vice City. No, not Vice City, Liberty City, I'm sorry. And yeah, so, these are the devs. Now, the next picture incoming are the current devs working on GTA 6. Now, this is, these horrible looking, progressive, definitely got a message going to be delivered in this game type of people are the ones that have basically, from about 2021-ish, I could have the dates a little off, have been the ones working on the latest content for GTA 5 Online. And if you've noticed a pattern, you're gonna notice the pattern that it has become softer. It has become less Rockstar-esque, whereas nobody was safe, to where they've cleaned it up. It's kind of stupid, it's kind of cheesy. And judging by that photo of the developers now, we could be in for a virtue signal of a game. Is it going to be 100% like a Dragon Age of Veilguard? Most likely not. Most likely not, because even those idiots know what's at stake. I call them idiots because, judging by their work with the latest GTA 5 online content for the past few years, they absolutely suck the snotty end of, and one of those. And I have no faith in the writing in that regard. So hopefully some of the older devs still had a hand in it, but we know they didn't. We know it's more of your progressive, female driven, middle-aged, heavy-set fat women, I'm gonna say it, with the colored hair and this and that. And we know what we get when we have these artists or these developers working on these type of games. We're getting just progressive leftist shit slop. And I don't normally like to get too political, but when you look at that photo, you know damn well you can't help it. And so that is a major concern for me. Yes, I still pre-ordered because I think we're still gonna get a decent story with Jason and Lucia. And we're gonna have it in my favorite part of the world. You know, the Miami area, Fort Lauderdale area. We always port out of there on our cruises we go on every year. So I love that area of the world. So to be able to play it in a game is something I'm seriously looking forward to, again, on an Unreal Engine 5. So, you know, I guess in short, this video went over longer than I'm used to, but I did decide to pre-order. I was going back and forth. I was texting my wife and I was telling her the day of it. I'm like, it's been open for pre-order now for hours now. And I'm like, she goes, well, what are you gonna do? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't think I'm pulling the plug. I'm getting too worried, you know, because I follow my faithful YouTube friends. I call them my friends. They have no idea who I am. So it's kind of a Klingon type thing. But the ones I previously mentioned, like the Veridarks, Hypnotics, and Smash JTs, and Dr. Disasters, I fully trust in their word. They have steered me in the right direction this whole time. They're the reason why I'm doing what I do, to be honest with you. But as far as agreeing with them wholeheartedly on, do I think it's going to set a precedence in the video game industry as far as prices being raised? No. I think with what's going on in the studio, in like Microsoft and Sony, with all the cuts, all the layoffs, all the studio closures that we've been seeing, these studios are like, they're on life support. And to raise the bar on something is more or less a kamikaze pilot. And you're dive bombing and there's no chance. And again, to be completely and brutally honest, I'll say it one more time. If I were the man with the money, I was the CEO of one of these conglomerates, knowing damn well I could fleece you for the money, yes, I would do it. And again, I think you would too. It's irritating. On the flip side, it's irritating. I think the $80 version should have everything in it. I think maybe over time you may get it. You know, there's a lot of people out there that would pay hundreds and hundreds, even thousands of dollars for early access just to play this game. I'm looking forward to this game. It's not my most anticipated game of this year or next year, to be honest with you. I think the ones I'm looking most forward to are State of Decay 3 and The Expanse: Osiris Reborn over GTA 6. That's just it. But again, guys, I'm sorry for this video going over so much. I did want to get my 2 cents in. I know I'm a little late to the party. I had other videos already pre-recorded. But thank you for watching this video. Guys, tell me in the comment sections what you think. I'd like to hear what you guys think about my opinions. Do you think this will raise the bar for other studios? Or do you think that these studios realize that, you know, they got to stay somewhat grounded because they're nowhere near the level of Rockstar? And be honest, another question I got to ask you guys. If you were the people with the money, would you fleece these gamers for the maximum amount of money? You can say you wouldn't, but I have a feeling you would. It's all about making money, and if they can take it from us, they will. It's not stealing from us if we're willing to pay for it, and that's the bottom line. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel, That's Fair Podcasting. Please like my video. I would appreciate that. You guys help me in that algorithm when you do. And if you don't do any of those and you just watch this video on my take on GTA 6, thank you for sticking with me. And to all you gamers out there, all love, and I'm outro.